time for the one and the only show. It's the Luke Howard Show live. Yes, good morning. It's Saturday, the 13th of April, 2019. I hope you're all well, and I hope you've got a good weekend planned for you. Do you know what? Today's show is going to be fantastic. I've got 3 stories to talk about that I've chosen out of the papers, and it's going to be great. I've chosen one local story, and then another story is out of the local news. We've got local news story to go, and then we've got another news story which is in the Mail, and then we've got another story that's in the Daily Express. So let's crack on and with the show. So here we go. Right, so the first story is we'll start off with the local paper today, and this story I chose this story because it's a local story and it's literally just round the corner from where I live. Right, so this story basically the headline reads: Hero police dog goes down in history as new law is passed. Now Finn and his handler were stabbed while on duty. This is terrible. A new law given better project protection to service animals has been given royal assent. PC Dave Wardle from Buntingford, which is where I live, has been campaigning for Finn's Law to give greater protection to service animals and introduce more protection powers. The campaign was launched after both were actually stabbed while on duty in October 2016. Now PC Wardle and his former police dog, who now live in Buntingford, having retired from service from Bedfordshire, Bedfordshire, Cambridgeshire and Hertfordshire. Dog unit had been called to reports of a robbery in Stevenage. Now, during pursuit of the suspect, PC Wardle released Finn with a command to detain a 16-year-old who attempted to jump over a fence. Now, German Shepherd Finn, now aged 9, kept pace and was able to take hold of his leg. Now, PC Wardle joined him within moments, but the teenager lunged at them with a knife. This is terrible news. Finn sustained stab wounds to the head and chest, and PC Wardle suffered an injury to his hand. Despite being injured, Finn did not let go for the offender and is shot, while later officers arrived to assist and arrest the suspect. Now, Finn, whose actions protected PC Wardle's life, injures, but he made a miraculous recovery and was back on active duty just 11 weeks later. He retired in March 2017, but has kept busy campaigning for the passing of Finn's Law. The teenage offender was charged with ABH for the injuries caused to PC Wardle, but the law as it stood then meant the most serious offence he could be charged with for causing life-threatening injuries to Finn was criminal damage. However, in 2017, Sir Oliver Hild, MP, brought the Animal Service Bill, known as Finn's Law, to Parliament, and on Tuesday it became law. It means it is now on. It's on offence to cause unnecessary suffering to a civil animal. So anyone carrying out an attack similar to that on Finn would face a more serious charge with a greater sentence. I am little emotional, but so happy Finn has gone down in history, said PC Wardle, after royal assent was given. What a legacy for the job he absolutely loved doing every day of his career. This has been an amazing journey and such a positive campaign to be part of. All this positively came from such a negative event. Finn has attended quite a feature there now, and I would like to thank every single person who has supported us through this, and I can't believe we've made history. Assistant Chief Constable Paul Fullwood, who is in charge of the Joint Protective Services Command, which the Beds, Cams and Hearts dog unit works under, said, I am thrilled for Dave, our service animals and all those who have been in support of the campaign. What happened there? What happened that night in 2016 was truly horrendous, and the injuries Finn suffered were almost factual. Our police dogs are part of our family, and this incident affected us all. Our dogs, their handlers, and their colleagues run towards danger and do some amazing work 24/7 to protect us. And it is right, they are seen as more than property. And I know this has been a long and emotional journey for PC Wardle and his family and supporters, but the outcome is so positive and well worth every moment. Well done to them, of course, well done to them, is all I can say. Chief Constable Charlie Hall added, everyday officers and police dogs put themselves in harm's way to protect the public and bring offenders to justice. What happened to PC Dave Waddle and Dee Ben, I hear you cry? Well, this is archived in all our memories, they said, and we continue to celebrate their difficult situation. After months of campaigning, it's great to see something to positive coming to the fraction with which recognises the importance of police dogs in our family. Last month, Finn and PC Wardle celebrated winning the Kennel Club's The Friends for Life award at Crufts. Since retiring, Finn has been on some incredible adventures, including a trip to Florida, jet skiing, learning to surf, and he loves paddle boarding. And there's a picture of them, and it says PC Dave Wardle and former police dog Finn are celebrating Finn's Law being given royal assent, and it's Hertfordshire Constable. Now that is fantastic. And there was one more story that I wanted to talk about. This is a sports piece of news now. A sports piece of news. Now this news is amazing when I read this. Broxbourne prepared to host County and Go Up. Work has already started ahead of the new season at Broxbourne Cricket Club, with club members pulling together to participate in NatWest Cricket Force, a nationwide initiative run by the England and Wales Cricket Board, ECB, aimed at ensuring grounds and facilities are ready for the season. Members worked together and the facilities were looking in fine condition, ready for the arrival of Essex Cricket Club on Saturday, April the 13th, which is actually today, and also on April the 21st, which is next Saturday. Now, for the first time in the club's history, Broxbourne will be welcoming the Essex Second X1 twice in the space of 8 days to Mill Lane. The county side will take on Norfolk, which is a lovely county, don't get me wrong, and then Cambridgeshire. Club captain George Davies said, "It is great for the club to host these games and really goes to show the great facilities we have at our disposal down at Broxbourne." With the Sarsens Hearts Cricket League session commencing on May the 11th, Davies, which is a month today, this is confident that his young side can push for promotion from Division 1. Following a successful season in 2018, we have managed to strengthen in a couple of key areas with overseas. All-rounder Hamid Ahmed and opening bowler James Trafford joining to strengthen the squad and give given more competition for places. We have big ambitions of achieving promotion and will be working hard and off the field to achieve this. Davies is one of many first team players that have come through the thriving junior section at Broxbourne, which is made up of more than 100 youngsters aged between 5 and 16. This is the heartbeat of Broxbourne, and once again this year Broxbourne has running the All Stars Cricket Programme, which is the ECB's entry-level participation programme aimed at providing children aged 5 to 8 with a great experience in cricket. Now, an exciting season will also see the Junior Festival Day on Sunday, July the 21st, and on July the 25th, the club is hosting a match between the Lashings, I think I might go to this actually, X1 and a Barney Army. Select X1 to celebrate the Barney Army's 25th anniversary. Broxbourne are always on the lookout for new players, both at senior level and through their junior ranks. Now, if you want to get in touch with the Broxbourne Cricket Club, this is their email. It's peg@broxbournecricket.club. That's peg@broxbournecricket.club. Now that is a really, really, really interesting story, that one. And yes, that's what's in the Hertfordshire Mercury, our local paper, this week. So look that up. It's amazing. So we've got some more stories now, and I'm going to do one more story, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll come back, because there's another story that I want to talk about as well. I think it's got something to do with bees. So I planned this all, and we've got three more stories to talk about now. And basically, this story is to do with Good Morning Britain, I would believe, and it's to do with Richard Madeley. Now, browned off, this says, Madeley recluded after overdoing his fake tan. Now, listen to this. He aims to brighten our mornings, but perhaps not this much. For the orange, perhaps this is too much, I would say. Glow of veteran presenter Richard Madeley left viewers startled yesterday. This is yesterday. Left startled on Wednesday. He left them startled on Wednesday this week. Madeley, 62, sorry, I got the day wrong. Madeley, 62, appeared to have suffered a disaster with the fake tan makeup as he hosted Good Morning Britain on ITV. A number of viewers liked his skin tone to that of US President Donald Trump. Others compared him to an Oompa Loompa from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and that man from the Tango advert. Madeley, who was sitting in for Piers Morgan, who's away this week, and his co-host Charlotte Hawkins, who does the racing on the TV, I believe, ignored his unfacial glow until the issue was raised by a guest. Made in Chelsea star Mark Francis Van Delay, 31, asked, "Your tan is phenomenal, and have you been to Barbados or Mystique?" Madeley said he had recently been to the south of France, but he then sheepishly admitted that the blaze skin tone was fake. "I agree with you. It's looking a bit orange," he said. "It can only be makeup. I'm sorry, everybody, but there is a tan underneath. It is a bit pumpkin-like," Madeley said, and who, with wife Judy Finningham, who's 70 years old, presented this morning on ITV for 13 years before they hosted their own show on Channel 4 called called The Judy and Richard Show, I think it was called, something like that, for 7 years, and was clearly left more than a little red-faced by the incident. After he left the ITV studios, he was spotted attempting to scrape the worst of the fake tan from his face. Then, while parked at a car wash, Madeley poured bottled water onto a white cloth and rubbed his face with it. He removed the cloth to reveal a large brown stain, which he inspected ruefully. And that is, do you know what? I don't usually watch Good Morning Britain, but I've just seen it. Oh my God, it looks so orange. I can't believe it. So if you want to read that story, it's in the Daily Mail, and that is... It was in the Daily Mail the other day, because we're looking through the week's papers this week, and this was on Thursday's Daily Mail. Blimey. Yeah, so read that. That's in the Daily Mail. Or then you've got to read another story. But that's coming up after this break. So when we come back from this break, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about this other story. And it reads, "Mystery website reveals a bit too much about the birds and the bees." It's just basically to do with insects. We'll see you after the break. It's the Luke Howard Show live.